So we know that you guys want to use Facebook Live because it's the hot platform, but you don't want it to look like you're streaming off your cell phone, right? You want it to look broadcast quality, and that's what Wowza is here to teach you, how to make even something on Facebook Live look like it's coming off a broadcast. So we're going to get the straight dope here, and one of you guys is going to win an action camera, which Wowza is so nice that they are even going to ship to you, so you don't even have to carry it around. Connect with him afterwards, and he will handle the shipping. And everybody else gets a Wowza Ninja sticker at the end, because Wowza is so cool. Take it away.
Thank you very much. My name is Chris Michaels. I'm the Director of Communications and Streaming Evangelist at Wowza. I'm not Chris Knowlton. He's smaller, much more wise than I am. So if you're looking for that, Chris, you found the wrong one. A while ago, how many of you are familiar with Wowza Media Systems? Just a quick show of hands. For those who are not familiar with us, we've spent the past 12 years kind of perfecting the art of transcoding. Our main product is Wowza Streaming Engine, which is one of the most deployable transcoding products on the market. We also have a managed service, Wowza Streaming Cloud. We offer a free player for those who are customers of Wowza Streaming Engine. Wowza Streaming Cloud is HTML5 embeddable player. We also have a mobile encoding application called our Wowza Go Coder. Believe it or not, everything has Wowza in the name. It's pretty easy. A few months ago, we were approached by our friends at Facebook who said, you know what, we have a problem. Can you guys work with us and help figure it out? And we said, yes, we'd love to. Do you have a checkbook? No. In reality, one of the biggest problems that Facebook had suffered from was reliably streaming to Facebook Lives. And in a desire to attract professional broadcasters, I hope that wasn't me, in a desire to attract professional broadcasters and in a desire to provide more reliable streams that didn't fail because of stream keys failing, that didn't fail because of ingest. They needed a system, and I emphasize system, that would be able to have the forward error correction, that would look at network conditions and be able to easily connect with the new enhanced Facebook API. With that, we partnered with them in order to create the device that is here on the table, this bright orange box. Of course, orange is our color. If you see orange, it's likely ours. If it's the wrong color orange, don't get it. But we created the Wowza ClearCaster device. This is the tightest integration that you could have with Facebook Live. In fact, with the ClearCaster, not only do we auto-configure your RTMP destinations, we auto-configure your encoder settings. You have access to native Facebook Live publishing features, including the new cross-posting that they talked about this morning in the keynote. We're also the only device that is currently whitelisted for 1080p 60 delivery to Facebook Live. We have stereo audio. Most delivery today is mono audio. We have frame-accurate start and stops. I love that this morning's presentation actually took the language out of our press release about it. We've auto-configured redundant workflows as well, so you can set these up in parallel and have multiple devices set up either in the same network on alternate networks. I can actually, in the demonstration, fail over to one in our Golden, Colorado offices if I need a failover. And then lastly, we're also sharing that telemetry data with Facebook, understanding the routing, understanding the network conditions, understanding how things are working between you, the broadcaster, and the customer, as well as their overall network, to know how to automate many of the changes that need to happen to your stream, maintain that uptime, and ensure that you're getting broadcast quality performance. The product itself is so simple that you can actually go live directly from the Facebook Live interface. This is what I actually have up here on the screen. This is facebook.com/live/create. As I scroll up to the menu bar or title or address bar, there it is. If I wanted to create a live stream, all I have to do is hit the Create Live Stream button. There are, once it populates, thanks to the network, slow network, there are a couple of options here right off the bat. I can choose where I want to stream it to. I'm going to stream this to a page that I manage. Let's select streaming live. Yes, that is Poop Flies at 35 miles an hour on the screen. That is a book I wrote. If you want to pick it up for first-time dads, feel free. A little plug. You give yourself something about live from Streaming Media East. Give it a title. You need a title to go live. SME 2018. And on the left side here, you can either insert your persistent stream key that they mentioned earlier or select your paired encoder. Really, there's a quick pairing process here. It gives you a 8-digit pairing code. You log into your account, you pair your encoder with that account or whatever accounts that you have access and administrative publishing controls thereof. In this case, I've got a paired encoder that I've called our F8 encoder that we showcased last week at F8. Selected it. It will bring up a preview here in the window. It takes a while for Facebook to call and request a preview. Send it back up to Facebook, and there you go. The preview is starting to generate. I can also, if I needed to, specify that my source video is a 360 video. So this will accept the 360 video feed from it. And then I can hit just simply go live. I can also schedule if I wanted to schedule. And hitting go live, we are now frame accurate live on Facebook. Now, one thing that it didn't show you, and I'm actually going to end the video here, and I'm going to plug into the ClearCaster itself, is that we are frame accurate. What we've done is actually build in that countdown clock that we talked about earlier. I'm going to go live again from this portal on this side. Build in the frame accurate countdown clock. So now you've got a preview screen over there. And on this preview screen, you'll see a couple of things. I'm going to share it on streaming live from SME, live from SME. So there's a couple things you notice on this. This is what we call the talent view. And in the talent view, we have a couple of things set up. One, I can see this actually serves as a confidence monitor, so now I know everything that's going on screen. Second of all, I can see my audio levels. As they're coming in directly, I can know that things are or are not actually peaking, so you don't get audio clipping, and you know how to adjust if you need to adjust anything, either coming from a mixer, coming from your camera, or coming from whatever your audio source is. That could be an external tear deck or editing suite. You can also see in this case, I'm coming 1080p. It is 4K cam. I can send a 4K signal into this, and it will send it out to 1080p 30 or 1080p 60, whichever frame rate and resolution that I select. As I go live, which I will go live here, hit go live. It should give me a 3, 2, 1. And now the second that I'm live, this is actually what happens on the live talent view. So we know that we're live. This is actually what I see in real time. As people comment, if somebody were to go on here and comment, and I'm going to sneak over to the page itself and comment as if I am a viewer. Refresh my page because it will show. I'm going to watch it, comment. As I comment, come on, go live. There we are. Well, it's showing my comments on here. It's not showing. Oh, I got to switch users. This is me. Talent view is not working. Well, I love it when we have to improv. It should be showing the comments as they come up. And actually, your confidence monitor will minimize to the bottom left corner. So you'll still have the live confidence monitor, and you'll have the real-time comments coming in as if they were from, or as they happen. You can also pin the comments, do everything that you would through the native Facebook Live Manager, and have those available. This will take any HDMI or SDI feed. So we can take a 12G SDI coming off of an encoding bay or any sort of production system, run right into it, and it's going to deliver out in the highest quality. One other thing that we recently announced, we were at F8, is our ability to work with third-party web-based editing systems. Hey, now they start coming through. A little delay. I changed screens and it came up. We've actually set up a demonstration with VidPresso, where you can actually, through the VidPresso interface, and it could be VidPresso, it could be Tagboard, it could be Social Media News Desk, any third-party web-based production software or production service, and hopefully we'll get LiveView's production system up there as well. You can actually do all of your production, do all of your graphics and titlings and lower thirds insertions, graphics insertions. You can see I popped it in down there in the lower monitor. I can put a ticker in here if I have a news ticker going down at the bottom. I have multiple going at a time. I can even put an intro, start or clock if I wanted to do a countdown before my show, so people can look at a slate and not just have that awkward period where you're sitting there and going, okay, we're going to wait 10 more minutes and get more people in there before we go live. You can actually put something up like that. Feel free to mute your audio. I can do a story rundown. These are just things that are built into VidPresso, but it's anything that, or something that you essentially do straight through your setup. So you can say in the ClearCaster manager, which is if you go to clearcaster.wowza.com is where you register it. It's also where you log in, and you can remotely manage your streams. And I'm going to pop this back out and pull it in over here. You can remotely manage your streams. You can remotely start and stop. You can fail over to a failover encoder that I had paired to the account. And that's right here in the ClearCaster manager. So in this, I can actually say I'm going to start and stop the stream. I can end the broadcast. I can create a new broadcast if I wanted to. I can edit any of the settings, privacy. You can actually do geo-blocking, make sure that you're delivering to a specific area or a specific type of audience. I just want males ages 18 to 24 because I'm doing a specific game that's going to resonate with those folks. And I'm going to stream a game. That's something I can do. Or I'm going to have stay-at-home moms. I'm going to assume what their demographics are going to be. This is going to be a program for moms. But it's a way for you to actually target your audience without having to necessarily send it out everywhere. It also helps with people with rights management. So if you only have the rights to deliver to North America, you can say the rest of the world's out. Right? So those are a couple of things that you can do within the ClearCaster manager. You'll also notice that I've got this little fun word here called simulcast. We also announced during NAB that now with the ClearCaster, you are able to simulcast using the Wowza Streaming Cloud service to as many RTMP destinations as you want. You can send it to your YouTube, your Twitch, your Facebook, multiple accounts, your own website. In this case, I've got a transcoder set up that goes to my website, goes to my YouTube, and goes to Periscope at the same time. All that's done through the Wowza Streaming Cloud, in which case I would sit there and go to Wowza Streaming Cloud. And if I wanted to add you see this connection code down here for the stream targets that I've set up. In this case, it's a YouTube test stream and stream targets. I would copy this connection code from my, that's VidPresso, and then add it here as a stream target. I selected the wrong one because it's set up as an HLF push. So that is the simulcasting. So I can decide where I need it to go, deliver it to any of the destinations that I want, and then put that into the broadcast. If I also wanted to create another broadcast, I can create, these are all the same fields that you would have from the Facebook Live interface. In this case, I've just put them on here. I can also select the stream simulcast targets, and then again, if I had VidPresso or any custom titling and graphics, I just, from their interface, select that the publishing address and put the publishing address in there. That is the Wowza ClearCaster. Delivering production live streams is now super easy. One, it's at an affordable price point. Our Wowza ClearCaster 1080p is delivering or shipping today at $29.95. We do have a 4K version as soon as Facebook turns on their 4K ingest. We have a 4K delivery that'll be at $64.95 is the current price on that. And with that, I have tons of time for questions.
All right, we got lots of time here. Who's got questions for the man in orange? Hold on.
Could you expand just a little bit on the failover function?
I can indeed. So, two things. One, if I have a paired encoder, or I can have multiple paired encoders set up for my stream, and I can actually designate within the ClearCaster manager what's going to be my primary and what's going to be my secondary encoder. In fact, if I go to, let's go to ClearCaster.puzzer.com. Yay, gotta love that authentication error. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, two of them are currently turned off, and one of them is in preview mode. But if I have them turned on, I can actually select them as a failover built in for redundancy. If Facebook detects any network congestion, it starts caching, and there's actually health monitoring that I have on there for each individual stream. If it starts seeing that we have network errors, it will automatically fail over for you. So you have that option of turning it on. If either one of these were on, and were turned on for me in this particular stream, I can manually force it to fail over as well. So you have the option of having both encoders running in the background. You're sending the feed to both encoders, but you can manually choose one or the other, or just let the network conditions determine if you need to fail over. Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's up next? Questions? Questions? Hold on, Rob.
Robert's going to try and stump me.
Rob, I want a super challenging question here.
I don't think it's that challenging. Do the targets that you can simulcast to, do you have to use cloud to facilitate that, or can you use streaming engine to facilitate that?
So both, actually, because you can designate Wowza Streaming Engine as a stream target through Wowza Streaming Cloud. So everything goes straight to cloud today. The two destinations for it to go are through Facebook Live and to Wowza Streaming Cloud. If you set up a delivery to a streaming engine instance, for example, you have to go through a firewall into an in-house government, Canadian government or someplace facility, just perhaps you have a client in that realm, you can designate what port and what tunnel you need to go through cloud. So you can set that up, but you have to then authenticate or provide that connection code through cloud to the ClearCaster manager in order to provide the route for you.
I'm glad you explained that to him because he charges for this. You really should know. All right, anybody else?